Today, I want to talk about the editing of the film that I did for the government in France on Lafayette. This is episode 221. I'm in a warm place, and I have my cup of coffee here. It's great. And what happened was we came to a disagreement on how to edit the film. Because, as I said, the narrator had put some money into the film and demanded to be on camera all the time, 100% of the time. And so I basically quit at this point. I said, I'm not doing that. I'm through with this project, and I'd like to be paid for the photography that I did, according to our agreement. And of course, what happened was they said, well, we're not going to give you any money. And I go, no. You have to give me money to pay for the photography for the work I've done, okay? And if you want to continue to edit the film on your own, that's your business, that's fine, I'll give the film to you. And they said, well, no, we're not going to give you any money. And I said, well, I've got the film, it's in a laboratory, it's in Technicolor, as a matter of fact, and it belongs to me, the negative, and you will not be able to make copies of the film until I give you the film. And they said, well, we're not going to give you any money. I said, fine. And then, of course, after a little bit of time, they began to realize that no film, they couldn't make prints, no way to edit the film, okay? And so suddenly they decided to pay me because they had to. And then what they tried to do, they tried to give me a check. I said, no check. And then they said, we'll give you a cashier's check. And I said, no, I'll take the cashier's check and we'll cash it in my bank. I want cash, because that's where it's at this point. So I made them, give me a cashier's check, and I took cash, and they paid for the film, and I released the film to them and let them take it to wherever they wanted to take it to edit. So I was out of the project at this point, and they took it to a very famous film editor in Los Angeles. And he started editing the film, and I said, good, that's great, well, good luck, and enjoyed working with you. I'm out of here, I'm out of the project. And then I got a call from Technicolor where I had the film, and the head of Technicolor said, Derek, you've got to come get your film, get on a plane now. I said, why? He says, because they're trying to take your film. We got a call from a big corporation, and they said that they demanded your film. And this was, of course, before I told them they couldn't have the film. So that's how the project ended up. So I said to the Technicolor, I went and got the film from Technicolor, and I had it, and that's why I finally got paid. So I was out of the projects. That was the end of the film as far as I was concerned. But that's not what actually happened. There was more to it, and that's in the next chapter, which is coming. Because of course they had trouble editing the film, which was, I knew would happen, it was inevitable, and they had to ask me to come back and help them, which I did finally. So that's what happened. So the story of the film does continue, and I'll tell that in the next chapter. This is the end of episode 221 on a nice winter's day. So, and that's my wonderful cup of coffee, which I'm going to try right now. 6:30 p.m. Wednesday, January 27th, 2026. This is the end of episode 221. Corporate sponsor is Synostics.com. Bruce Badeau at Outlook.com has all the details on the device. For more information on Synostics.com and its heart partner device that speaks directly to your brain to contract the muscles that move the fluids in your lower legs back up to your heart to reduce your blood pressure and improve your cognitive ability, click on the links in the description below. To see a video demonstration of the device in action by the inventor Ken, go to YouTube and click on the InTag 67 above.